Welcome back. By the end of the session, we will be learning what are the conditional statements and looping constructs. Conditional statements and looping constructs are used for control flow of the program, in which the program has specific way of flow to handle execution process. Conditional statements. These are three categories. One, ternary operation, if condition, switch. Now we will understand the way of usage of ternary operator. This can be handled as follows within a bracket, where we can write syntax question mark. To the right side of the question mark we will be having a true statement and false statement is the way of the syntax where we approach. Let us see the example what we can identify from this. If the number is divided by 2, returns remainder as 0, is an even number, otherwise it is an odd number. We can write the same thing in ternary operator as follows. Number %2 is written in parenthesis, which is compared to 0. If it is even, will be true, otherwise it will be false. So on success we will return the message as even, on failure we will return the message as odd. This is how we use ternary statement in our program. Now let us see the usage of if condition and the number of ways where we can use if conditions. If conditions are classified into simple if condition, if and else condition, nested if, and multi-level if conditions. Let us find the approach of simple if condition. Now consider num is a variable of integer type. Now I want to cross check the condition as follows. If the given value of num is greater than 9 and less than 100, where we can say the success message as it is a 2-digit number. Now let us identify the approach of if and else condition. Once again I would like to continue the previous if condition statement as it is. If the given number is in between 9 and 100, that means greater than 9 and less than 100, that returns as a 2-digit number. Otherwise it is a non-2-digit number. It may be a single digit or more than 2-digit number, anything it can be. Now let us take another example of if condition called nested if condition, which is declared with the syntax of inner and outer conditional verification. Now this appears more or less equal to if and else condition with little expanded approach. I would like to check the same process of operation for 2-digit number, but I now want to avoid negative numbers. If the number is greater than or equal to 0, then it is a positive number. Now subcondition, inner condition checks for the 2-digit number, that is n or number greater than 9 and the number less than 100. If it matches, it is identified as a 2-digit number. Otherwise else it is identified as non-2-digit number. If the number is less than 0, this can be treated as a negative number. This is how we approach nested if condition. One more the approach where we can find as multi-level if conditions. This one where we can say the expanded manner of if and else, where we can make the chain of conditions. condition 1, condition 2 and number of times that can be repeated. Let us consider the verification of multi-level condition with our sample code. User enters std code. Based on that, I have to identify which state this person belongs to. Now, code follows as here. If std code equal to 40, we can say it is belonging to Hyderabad. If code is equal to 80, then we can say the state that belongs to Bangalore. Otherwise, it is unknown std code. So we can say it is not identified. After this, we can see one more the type of approach of conditional construct, that is switch cases. This is similar to multi-level if condition. The difference between switch cases and multi-level if condition is the comparison. Switch cases can be compared with single variable value only. If condition can be compared between multiple variables. Now let us see the approach of switch cases with respect to our coding plan. Once again, I would like to repeat the state code, that is std code, where we can cross check. Using switch as a keyword passing parameter as a std code which is entered by the user. We'll use a case value as 40 returns the message the state belongs to Hyderabad. Break the statement. If it is not 40, if it is 80, we can say the state that belongs to Bangalore. Break the statement. If none of the value neither 40 nor 80 is entered, this can be treated as a default value, can be returned with the message as code not identified. This is how we approach switch cases. Let us find the looping constructs, how the way we can use in Java. Looping constructs are identified as while loop, do while loop, for loop, for each loop. While loop approach is check the condition first and repeat the statement for number of rounds until the condition returns false. Do while loop has another approach. In do while loop, first statement will be executed, then it finalizes the condition at the end of the statement. In this, if the condition fails, it may execute the statement at least for single time. If the condition is successful, it will repeat for the number of times until the condition returns false. For loop. The syntax of usage of for loop as initialization, condition and increment or decrement followed as 3 arguments. This can be used for repetition of number from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1, which is to be executed over the screen, where we can see the syntax as follows.